Hello friends, welcome to day 87 of 7:30. Today we're reading the rest of chapter 23 of Leviticus. From the New Living Translation it reads, Then the Lord said to Moses, 10, Give the following instructions to the people of Israel. When you enter the land I am giving you, and you harvest the first crops, bring the priest a bundle of grain from the first cutting of your grain harvest. 11. On the day after the Sabbath, the priest um, will lift it up before the Lord, so it may be accepted on your behalf. 12. On that same day, you must sacrifice a 1-year-old male lamb with no defects as a burnt offering to the Lord. 13. With it, must you must present a grain offering consisting of 4 quarts of choice flour moistened with olive oil. It will be a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. You must also offer 1 quart of wine as a liquid offering. 14. Do not eat any bread um, or roasted grain or fresh kernels um, on that day until you bring this offering to your God. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed from generation to generation wherever you live. 15. From the day after the Sabbath, uh, the day you bring the bundle of grain to be lifted as a special offering, count off 7 full weeks. 16. Keep counting until the day after the seventh Sabbath, 50 days later. Then present an offering of new grain to the Lord. 17. From wherever you live, bring 2 loaves of bread to be lifted up before the Lord as a special offering. Make these loaves from 4 quarts of choice flour and bake them with yeast. They will be an offering to the Lord from the first of your crops. 18. Along with the bread, present 7 1 year old male lambs with no defects, 1 young bull, and 2 rams as burnt offerings to the Lord. These burnt offerings, together with the grain offerings and liquid offerings, will be a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. 19. Then you must offer 1 male goat as a sin offering and 2 1-year-old male lambs as peace offerings. 20. The priest will lift up the 2 lambs as a special offering to the Lord, together with the loaves representing the first of your crops. These offerings, which are holy to the Lord, belong to the priest. 23. That same day will be proclaimed an official day for the holy assembly, a day on which you do not do ordinary work. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed from generation to generation wherever you live. 22. When you harvest the crops of your land, do not harvest the grain along the edges of your fields, and do not pick up what harvesters drop. Leave it for the poor and the foreigners living among you. I am the Lord your God. 20, uh, 23. The Lord said to Moses, 24. Give the following instructions to the people of Israel on the first day of the appointed month, early autumn. You are to observe a day of complete rest. It will be an official day for holy assembly, a day commemorated with loud blast of trumpet. 25. Um, you must not do ordinary work on that day. Instead, you are to present special gifts to the Lord. And then 26. Then the Lord said to Moses, 27, Be careful to celebrate the Day of Atonement on the 10th day of the same month, 9 days after the Festival of Trumpets. You must observe it as an official day for holy assembly, a day to deny yourselves and present special gifts to the Lord. 28. Do not work during that entire day, because it is the Day of Atonement, when offerings of purifications are made for you, making you right with the Lord your God. 29. All who do not deny themselves that day will be cut off from God's people. 30. And I will destroy anyone among you who does any work on that day. 31. You must not do any work at all. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed from generation to generation wherever you live. 32. This will be a Sabbath day of complete rest for you, and on that day you must deny yourselves. This day of rest will begin at sundown on the ninth day of the month and extend until sundown on the 10th day. 33. And the Lord said to Moses, 34, give the following instructions to the people of Israel. Begin celebrating the festival of shelters on the 15th day of the appointed month, 5 days after the Day of Atonement. This festival to the Lord will last for 7 days. Okay, on the first day of the festival, you must proclaim an official day for holy assembly when you do not do ordinary work. For 7 days, you must present special gifts to the Lord. The eighth day is another holiday on which you must present your special gifts to the Lord. This will be a solemn occasion, and no ordinary work may be done on that day. 37. These are the Lord's appointed festivals. Celebrate them each year as official days for holy assembly by presenting special gifts to the Lord: burnt offerings, grain offerings, sacrifices, and liquid offerings, each on its proper day. 38. These festivals must be observed in addition to the Lord's regular Sabbath days, and the offerings are in addition to your personal gifts and offerings you give to fulfill your vows, and the voluntary offerings you present to the Lord. 39. Remember that this 7 day festival to the Lord, the festival of shelters, begins on the 15th day of the appointed month after you have harvested all the produce of the land. The first day and the 8th day of the festival will be days of complete rest. Then 40. On the first day, gather branches from magnificent trees, palm fronds, boughs from leafy trees, and willows that grow by the streams. Then celebrate with joy before the Lord your God for 7 days. 41. You must observe this festival to the Lord for 7 days every year. This is a permanent law for you, and it must be observed in the appointed month from generation to generation. 42. For 7 days you must live outside a little shelter. All native-born Israelites must live in shelters. 43. This will remind each new generation of Israelites that I made their ancestors live in shelters when I rescued them from the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. 44. So Moses gave these instructions regarding the annual festivals of the Lord. Or Moses gave the Israelites these instructions regarding the annual festivals of the Lord. And until we meet again tomorrow, stay blessed.